Hey y'all, I'm Krystal and welcome back to my Texas garden. And in case you were wondering, yes, I'm still battling the pill bugs. Now if you're new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Hear the little frogs behind me? We just had the craziest freak thunderstorm with hail. Yeah, it's springtime here in Southeast Texas. Luckily, the garden didn't sustain any damage at all. You're probably wondering what's going on with the pill bugs. And just to recap what I've already done, I've used diatomaceous earth to try to kill them. I've used cinnamon and peppermint essential oil to repel them from my plants. And I've set out beer traps trying to capture the little demons. And if you saw the last update about the beer traps, someone suggested that they were probably too shallow and that the wind was actually pushing all of the beer out. And that actually makes a lot of sense because we've had some crazy wind here lately. Now, everything that I have tried has worked. Slowly, but it has worked. The diatomaceous earth has slowly helped to kill the pill bugs. It's really, really slow though. And it's not effective at all when it gets wet. And we've had a lot of rain here lately. And the repellent works, again, as long as it can stay on the plants. And, well, it's been rainy here lately. So my friends over at the Naked Gardeners channel suggested Sluggo Plus. And a few more people came in and said, yeah, Sluggo Plus, you've got to try it. So now I'm the proud owner of a 5-pound bucket of Sluggo Plus. And y'all know that I absolutely do not like using pesticides in my garden whatsoever. However, through a little research, I have found out that this was actually made for organic gardening. And over time, the ingredients in Sluggo Plus actually break down to feed the soil, which is why I decided to give it a try. So the question is, does this stuff actually live up to the hype? Let's check it out. Okay, we're going to start right here. Y'all can see that I did apply the Sluggo Plus all around the base of the plant. And it's actually working. I was very, very surprised. Now you put the little granulars down and then you dampen them down because they work better when they are damp. And you can see we have little to no pill bug activity around the base of the plant. Again, this plant was on its way out, and I don't know if you can see in there, we've got some Sluggo Plus on the ground all around the plant, and sure enough, they have stopped eating on the plant. You can see some of the leaves here that were last attacked by the pill bugs. So far, so good. And I do have some male blooms that bloomed this morning, but my female blooms are a little behind schedule. And that, y'all, that's usually the way it works. Now this plant right here, it is not liking all of the rain. It actually perked back up this morning, and then with this afternoon's storms, it's looking bad again. But you can see, again, little to no pill bug activity at the base of the plant. They have now stopped eating the plant. Now, if you remember, in this section right here, I had put in 6 Roma bean plants, and the pill bugs immediately jumped on them and devoured them down. I removed the dead plants, and I planted more beans. And I also then threw the Sluggo Plus granulars on the ground. It's kind of hard to see. They're kind of blending in with the mulch in the ground. But what has happened is the pill bugs are leaving the bean plants alone. Look at that. All of them still have their tops. All of their bases have not been eaten on. I mean, that one's a little dirty from the rain this afternoon, but yeah, every single one of them have not been touched. So these have been in the ground for 3 days now, okay? And they haven't been touched. And after our rainstorm this afternoon, I'm seeing some areas where it looks like the Sluggo Plus got washed away. I think I might go back and apply some more just for safekeeping. The rain we had was really, really heavy for about an hour, and I think it got washed away, so I think it's safe to go ahead and add a little bit more just so the pill bugs leave my plants alone. Yes, I did pull away the mulch, and the reason why is because the label on the product said that the product actually works better when it is damp. Not sitting in water, not sitting in a puddle, but when it's damp. So I pulled the mulch away because the ground is wet from all the rain we've had. We've just had days and days of rain, so it was nice and wet, so I decided to do that. Now the day before I came in, so these have been in the ground for 3 days, okay? The day before yesterday I came in and I put in some more plants. And you can see I did put some more Sluggo Plus on the ground because like I said, it looked like it washed away. And you can see it's worked. I still have plants. They're still looking really good. They're still not decapitated yet, which is awesome. All right, so I had 2 consecutive days where the Sluggo Plus was working. So yesterday, I came through and added the rest of my bean plants. And look at them. Okay, they're a little beaten this afternoon from the storm, but you can see there's no bug damage. Y'all, check this out. We're on our 3rd set of leaves. And yes, we're still seeing pill bug activity. And that is okay. Okay, this is more bean plants. This poor plant right here is an older wax bean plant and it was being attacked, so I put some Sluggo Plus on the bottom and they started leaving it alone. But it's damaged. The plant is damaged. But the rest of these, the bugs are leaving them alone. Even the small ones. Like this one right here. This one yesterday didn't even have leaves. And in case you're wondering, this one right here is a wing bean. And it didn't even have leaves. It was just like one little stalk yesterday. So the leaves are popping out today. The rest of these are actually winged beans over here. And check out this one right here. This one again was just barely popping up, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the ground, put some Sluggo Plus around it, and see what happens. And the bugs have left it alone. A nice, tender, juicy seedling, they have left it alone. Check out the red scarlet runner bean. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Love, love, love. I am so in love. So it appears at this point that the Sluggo Plus is working. It seems like the pill bugs would much rather eat the Sluggo Plus and they're leaving my plants alone, which is a really, really good thing. And it now gives me the confidence that I can come in and plant more of my seedlings. So tomorrow morning I'll actually come out and plant my cucumbers and other seedlings that really need to go into the ground now. And in case you're wondering, it is pet and wildlife safe if you use it correctly. Now, I've heard from several people, why would you want to kill pill bugs? They're cute. We played with them when we were little kids. They're harmless. They eat mulch. They are not going to bother your plants. So my answer to that is, everything has to be balanced. And yes, pill bugs are considered one of the good bugs. They help break down dead and decaying matter. However, when you have an overpopulation of anything, including a good bug, you're going to run into issues where they're going to start eating other things like your plants. So in order to restore the natural balance of the garden, unfortunately, some of the pill bug population has to be culled out. And until balance is restored, I'm going to go ahead and continue to use the Sluggo Plus around my young seedlings, just to protect them from being eaten alive. And y'all, I plant a big garden every year. And because I don't use any pesticides whatsoever, I realize that there's going to be a nature tax that I'm going to have to pay. But when nature begins to take like 80, 90, 95% as nature tax, well, that doesn't exactly seem fair since I'm the one doing all the work, right?